Hey everyone, this is Ruff here, and we're back with some more StarCraft action. This time it's going to be game number 2 between Exodus and Deadwing. Now, we saw in the last game, Deadwing was able to come over top Exodus. This time, Exodus did change his race. He's going to be playing as Zerg this time, and he's going to be our purple Zerg down this corner, and up in our top corner, we're going to have our brown Terran Deadwing. So let's see who can win this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, so we do see just standard openers. He was like, worst split ever. Raw. And we'll see how it goes. Now, I don't know if you guys are still... I've still yet to get a comment of it, which is fine. I'm not telling you guys you have to. But I am interested. What are you guys interested in watching? Are you guys interested in watching more StarCraft games? Are you more interested in watching League of Legends games, Diablo? What kind of games would you guys want to watch? I can do replays of just about anything. I have tons of different computer games available to me. So if you guys just let me know, I'll be more than willing to do a video on any of them, honestly, and do kind of like a little video series of them. Alright, but anyway, we do see our standard openers. Once again, he's going to go for that supply depot and barracks in the main base instead of doing it at the ramp, so you can't have, in the main base, so you can wall it off for those Zergling run-bys, which is definitely going to happen sometime during this game, just because, hey, there's a lot of units down here. Anyway, Zerg does do a lot of units. Like I said, we're doing that barracks in the main base again, which is fine. It seems to be his kind of build style, and it works for him. So more power to him. And we do see that early expansion going down. That early expansion is always good for that Zerg. Zerg is always going to want 2 base immediately as soon as possible. And we do see that stop sign again. It bothers me so much. I have no idea what it is, but it's just a stop sign. I'm entranced by it. You do see another refinery on the way, as well as the orbital command and a marine coming out. On the Zerg side, we do have that hatchery on the way, and he's just making drones in the meantime. He's probably going to go for spawning pool soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He would have to soon, just because, he needs those queens to get that double larva production. And like I said, we do have that spawning pool down. We do have an extractor down as well, and more drones, just like last time. So we will have that marine coming out. He's going to take out this drone. He's like, hey, first blood again to me. Rambo. And he does get that first blood. Now we do see, so our first marine's like, yep, badass. Yep, I know I'm badass. Don't need to talk about it. Even though he's most likely going to die before this end of the game. We'll keep him selected for now. But he's most likely going to die. You're going to die, buddy. Pick your nose, pick your nose. Poke your eye. Heh. Anyway. He didn't like that. Anyway. What would happen to, my question is, does the Marine's armor run on gas? Because it obviously had some kind of engine in it. Because if you've seen the cutscenes, it's definitely powered. It's a powered suit. And does it have run on gas or something? Well, if you run out of gas in the midfield and you just stop and you're can't move and you're like, oh, this is bad, and you just get swarmed by Zerglings. Anyway, we do see additional barracks on the way. Actually no barracks at all. We do see a command center and a factory on the way. This is going to allow him to get those early siege tanks or early Hellions. Most likely he could do reactored Hellions, which would be very good to get for Zerg. At the same time, we do see the Queens on the way, along with Metabolic Boost and tons of Zerglings. Now these Zerglings can do some really early aggression if they wanted to, and we'll see what he plans for these Zerglings. He can take out this SCV. Oh, pure SCV got taken out, and he rolls down the hill. Alright, anyway. But we do see the marine wall going down, a couple bunkers going down, 3 bunkers, be precise. And it's going to allow him to basically hold this top ramp forever until a Baneling bus comes down. And we do see the Zerglings kind of hanging out. Are they going to march up here and will they be all taken out in this case? We do see the two original Marines going to get taken out. Now this wall is pretty tight, so we will see these Marines going to town, taking out any Zergling they can. We could be focusing them down one by one, and that's exactly what we're going to see. We see one bunker immediately going to go down, and these Marines need to get another bunker, and we just see the additional Hellions out, so this is going to be able to clean it up pretty easily. However, this Hellion's going to be attacking their bunker at the same time, and we will see him to hold off. Now, in that engagement, we do not see. See, I think this is messed up. I want to say this is completely messed up. So don't pay attention to the units lost. Overall, the Zerg did lose more, because I think it's still counting as the last game as well. And I think that's because it's counting both games together. So like this is the same replay for the last game. So I think that's why the units lost tab is a little messed up. So let's not pay attention to that. Production, please. Alright, so we do see the layer tech on the way, and a roach warren, spine crawler, and some more drones on the way. We do see additional barracks getting added on. Now I think he's going to stop production of the Hellions after 4. He could use these 4 Hellions for initial harassment, and then he can start going for siege tanks, Thors, whatever he really wanted to. Looks like he's going to go for siege tanks and siege tech. And he's going to go for additional tech labs and reactors on his barracks to get those additional Marines out. And maybe even a couple Marauders thrown in. Who knows? We'll definitely see. But we just see the Hellions moving out. Now we do have Baneling. We have Baneling speed on the way, Roach speed on the way, and like I said, with those speed upgrades, it just helps out all the Zerg units have one giant swarm just heading towards you at all times, and is able to, you know, just come in and decimate you. It also just lowers the time between getting your units from point A to point B, which is from your base to theirs. So it just helps out overall. Will we see? We do see 10 Zerglings on the way. Will we see them become Banelings? What will we see then? We do see a macro hatch, micro hatch, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. We see another hatchery in the main base, and we'll see what that is planning to do. We do have a scan in the main base, and he's going to come up to destroy these Banelings before they even finish. And we see a lot of them getting taken out right now. And we do see the Banelings running around. Will they be able to get a hit off? And they do take out one of the Hellions. At the same time, we do see this entire mineral line completely undefended. These Hellions are going to be like, hello. Undefended drones, they taste good. So they're going to start doing as much damage as they can to the mineral line. And overall, I think that's an engagement that the Terran player did want to take. It obviously did benefit him in some way, so we do see 11 roaches and 16 Zerglings on the way. Now this is going to be used for that early aggression like we were talking about. He does have siege tanks up, and he does have siege tech, so he can siege up and be ready to defend this location for a long time actually. The only way they'll be able to get through is probably through a Baneling bust, and hitting all these hidden Banelings right here would take out these 2 supply T-bows, maybe even this bunker right here. And that will allow them to do so much damage to the Terran player. You can just start streaming units constantly up here. And the roaches can take the shots from the siege tanks. However, they will take that additional damage versus the siege tanks. So it's a kind of a back and forth type thing. And we'll see if they manage to do it. We just see the additional Banelings on the way. And 8 Banelings on the way, additional Queens. We do see Marines and 1 Marauder coming out, as well as an additional hatchery from our Zerg player, and 2 Evo chambers to get those double upgrades, which is just so crucial. And I can't tell you how important upgrades are. Actually, 3 Evo chambers. Craziness right now. He does love those 3 upgrades, just like in Protoss. He did the 3 upgrades. He's going to do 3 upgrades for Zerg as well. So we'll see if this works out for him. I just don't know how effective it would be, and we'll definitely find out, won't we? He did. Oh, I missed it. There's actually an engagement right here, and he walked right into a siege line and then just basically destroyed all his roaches, all his banelings, all his zerglings, and it was a bad engagement overall. It was kind of one-sided overall. So we'll see what they're planning to do. It looks like they're actually going to set up a contain, and this contain could prove out to be very effective with the siege tanks, and it's going to allow him to hold this line for a long time. And when you see him sieging up his tanks, I love that noise from the siege tanks. It was the best noises ever. And we do see this one Marine. I'm Rambo! Ah! Stimpak! Ah! He's just screaming constantly. Ah! As he gets mauled to death. Ah! And he dies. So that was not very fun for him, I guess. He'll be in heaven and be like, ah! And just start screaming constantly. And everyone will be like, dude, you're in heaven, calm down. Anyway, but we do see the additional queen on the way. The 3 upgrades, like we were saying, 9 additional roaches. We do have a spire on the way. Does that mean we're going to have some, possibly, Muta play? Now, Mutas are so good at harassing. We'll see if he's going to be able to manage to harass enough. We do not see any kind of defense for Mutas right now. So if he attacked right now with Mutas, it'd be a great attack. But he is contained at the moment. He's going to take a lot of damage. He's actually going to lose that one thing right there. We do see the engagement trying to break the contain, but it's just not going to be enough. These roaches are going to get cleaned out from the siege tanks, and they managed to take out 1 tank, but that's going to be all they're going to manage to do. And these Marines and Marauders will be able to take out most of these, actually all of these roaches. And we are moving the contain up. He should salvage that bunker and see what he can do from there. And we do see the contain getting set up right here. Now, will he place another bunker somewhere? He should. He did take out that hatchery down there. At the same time, we do have 7 mutas on the way, +1/+1 on the way from our Terran player. Additional medevacs, more barracks, and we're putting down that additional bunker right there. And we do see he built another command center, going to plan to expand soon. And at the same time, he's getting his cleanup crew ready in case there's any where basically he can just completely decimate these guys. And we will see if this is going to be effective for him. He does have mutas now. All he has to do is just take out these Marines, and these Marines are going to be useless versus these. I mean, everything else is going to be useless versus the Marauders. So we do have that many Marines. They're actually very low. He could send in the mutas right now, but he has additional Zerglings on the way. And he's doing an additional round of 14 Zerglings. We do have combat shields finally on the way for our Terran player, and we do see that army once again is going to get those upgrades for those tanks and make them do that much more damage. They do already do 50 damage, but I believe with the upgrade do like 55 or 60, and that's just crazy. You get a bonus 10 damage off of 1 upgrade. That's something right there. So anyway, we do see additional mutas on the way. With those additional mutas, they're just going to be so much more effective. We already have 7 on the field. An additional 6 is going to be 13, and that's just going to walk through most of these units. Hopefully, because the only units that are anti-air, look at how their health is. They're all pretty low. The only ones that are kind of higher at 35 health. Everything else is either 25 health or below. And finally, we got some medevacs up here, and it's going to be healing up this entire army. Exactly what they need, and this is going to help out keep them alive that much longer. He just have the combat shields ready, so it's going to be to 55 health and be able to take that much more shots from the mutas. He seemed content at getting held in this contain, but he could easily open up another path to attack. He can open up that right there. It does look like he's going to attack soon. He is going to head in. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to be effective. You do see all the Zerglings getting taken out almost immediately. And we do have the mutas just kind of cleaning up all the anti-air, which is all the Marines, and they're just going to be taking out anything else. We do see the tanks getting unsieged and probably going to be moving up the ramp, trying to do as much damage as they can. But these mutas are just going to town. They can't really. They just have their troll face on because they can't get attacked right now. And they're just like hee, troll, and they take out everything. The contain is broken. That's going to really help them out and make him be able to expand again. He might be able to even double expand off this, and they might actually put him back in the lead because right now he's not, definitely not. And we do see a drop over here. It did take out one of the Evo chambers, 2 of the Evo chambers going down, And they did complete their upgrades, but at the same time they did take out 2 of those, so he's probably gonna have to build more. He does have Overlord transport stuff, transport upgrades getting underway. I can't talk. It's okay, guys. I'm sorry. We do see additional command centers on the way. These are mostly going to be planetary fortresses, just for that extra defense, so he doesn't have to run back and forth between his bases to keep him alive. We do see the Marine Marauder Ball. It's not completely more. It's more Marine face. There's only what, 2 Marauders in this entire army, so that's perfectly fine. The Marine Marauder Ball is purely for Protoss, and most likely always going to decimate Protoss if they use it correctly. I have seen on occasions where the Marine Marauder Ball does not work for them at all. It's just because they're so far behind. The Marine Marauder was able to do more cost-effective stuff, but they're just not able to handle all the crazy stuff that the Protoss could throw out. We do see Banelings on the way, and he's kind of just keeping his army right in the main base. See, this is one thing I do not agree with. He got so many mutas where he could put in so much aggression right now, but he chooses to keep it back. He's using it as an army source more than a harassment, which he definitely needs harassment. We do have the Thor on the way, and 2 more Cransers, like I said. These are most likely going to be planetary fortresses. I wouldn't be surprised if they're immediately turned into planetaries, but and there's both of them turning into planetary fortresses. That's going to be put up a lot more defense, so they don't have to worry about anything else right now. And we do see +1 air attacks along with +2 melee attacks for our Zerg player, along with the double expand, like I was saying, is going to help him throw back into the lead very quickly. And he needs to get as many drones at these locations as possible very soon. And we do see he's getting mined out in the main. And where are all his drones? Where are all his drones? Are all his drones right here? And that's like every single drone he has. Anyway, but we do see that army moving out. Zergling, Baneling, and Muta. Let's see how effective this can be versus our Terran player. Now he is choosing to move out right now if he can get those crazy Baneling hits. How many Banelings are in this army? Oh, there is a fair amount of Banelings. He needs to just get those crazy Baneling hits on the Marines. Will he be able to get it? The Zergling's taking the main damage. We do see the Banelings moving in and able to take out almost every single Marine in there. And we do see the Mutas just cleaning up everything else, and they're salvaging those bunkers. He needs the money right now. And we do see that lone Thor right there. It's only looks like it's the only Thor that's gonna be popping out anytime soon, and he does get 2 kills off of that. He must feel pretty good. He was like, I just defended the base. So anyway, but we do see additional 10 Marines on the way, +3/+3 on the way for our Terran player, and at the same time we do see +2 on the way and +1 flyer attacks, which is going to make those mutas so much more effective. Now we did see that engagement did help out a lot towards our Zerg player. However, he did lose all those Zerglings, but overall I think Zerglings overall are giant Marine ball. I think Zerglings can be a little more cost effective because every Zergling you lose is 25 minerals, while every Marine you lose is 50. So he's able to lose a lot. He lost a lot of those Marines in that engagement, and that just hurt him in the long run because he needs those Marines to stop those mutas. Our Zerg player could have done a lot of damage right there if he attacked the mineral line, but there are plenty of missile turrets scattered around the base that they would be able to take out most of those mutas anyway. We do see that expansion going down right now. That looks weird. Anyway, we do see that expansion going down right now for our Zerg player. I don't know if this is the most wise expansion spot ever, because it's expanding towards your enemy, who's like right down the lane from you. But he is going to get spotted right away, if I can talk, guys. And we will see these units move over and be like, hey, you know, I can't land. So, yeah, just going to kind of chill out over top of this little pulsating thing. Now is the hatchery, and there's no way this thing's gonna land on top. That'd be awesome if you just land on the hatchery. It just splats, and you're like, it just splats on top of the hatchery. That would be pretty funny, and I wish I could see that sometimes. It'd just make the game so much more funny and so much more entertaining to watch. You see things splatting on top of each other because you could just land command centers on Zerglings, and it'd be hilarious. And we do see this hatchery taken down. kind of had to expect it. He does need to get a lot more drones. There we go. We got the big transfer right there. That's going to saturate this base almost immediately. But he needs to do the same thing over here. He has plenty of gas, but he just does not have enough minerals, which is definitely what he needs. He is using a lot of Zergling, Baneling, Muta, and that seems to go with his build this time. We do see the +2 on the way, along with +2 armor for the Zerg, and at the same time we do see Terran building armor and Terran vehicle weapons on the way, and vehicle weapons just finished up. We do see lots of Marines in production. There's crazy amount of Marines from all those reactors, and that's just going to make them that more effective. We do see 15 Marines at a time, 2 siege tanks, and 2 medevacs, and will they get moved out? We do see that one Thor's like, I'm still in the game, and you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's just going all over the place, and just going, and he's doing what he needs. Now he is putting down a lot of mules over here. We're gonna have a total of 6 mules, if I could talk. And our Terran player looks to be great in the economy. He's gonna have such a higher income. We actually, as you can see, he's got a huge income lead compared to our Zerg player, and he's just going to be able to take out basically make as much money as he wants and be able to replace his army that much quicker. So he's going to be moving out right now. Our Zerg player does not know it yet, but he's going to know it very shortly, if at all. He's going to know, hey, I got something marching at my front door. Got a Thor that's basically indestructible, and we do see this +1 siege tanks getting set up. Lots of siege tanks, lots of Marines. These Marines at 3-3. That's just scary. And we do see that Thor, 4 kills. Feels like a total boss. We'll keep this one selected. He's the hero Thor right now. He got ranked up. He got ranked up to Corporal. And I think that's it for our Zerg player. Yep, that's going to be it for our Zerg player, and that's going to be the GG. There's no way he could have handled this. There's no income for him, and he just took out one of his last mining bases. So that's going to be it for this game, guys. Overall, in our best of 3, Deadwing did come out on top against our Zerg/Protoss Exodus, and that was a great game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to and see more videos like mine, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.